All right, chat. Storm the Festival was a card that existed at the very start of this standard season, but eventually got edged out by the fact that the Epiphany decks just went over the top of it. So not only have the Epiphany decks been removed from the format via nerfs, likely not going to see a lot of them, we also got this kind of sweet card here in Geist of Regret. So when Geist enters the battlefield, grab a random instant out of your library and bin it, and then grab a random sorcery out of your library and bin it. And then whenever you cast an instant or sorcery from your graveyard, you get to copy that spell. So the idea is, this is the only sorcery in our main deck. A couple of Siphon Insights are the only instants. So you play this, and then it guarantees bins both of these, or you can find this off of a storm, and then this is going to double up your storms. And then we have a ton of great things that help us find lands that also kill them or interact to ramp to the flashback of 10. So Hollowhenge Wrangler seeks a land when it comes into play. Wrenn draws lands with their +1. Binding ramps us. Key to the Archives ramps us. So a lot of sweet interactions here. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games with this and see how it goes. MTGA Arena Zone will show you spellbooks, full spellbooks for things. What we used for my Alchemy set review yesterday. I think my only request for the Play Blade is this changing tables here needs to remember what format I was playing. Like it remembers my previous format here when I queue this up, but whatever format I have selected here is what should be selected by default when I click over to this table. Otherwise, I do really like the updates they did here. There's a lot, the interface is a lot more clear as to what you're playing with the more options. And Scoop, thanks for the quarter of a year, welcome back. I think elves are a thing in Alchemy. Probably not. Did Alchemy give them any new cards? You click on the deck to change it. Oh, I don't know actually. I'll try. Remind me to try that after this match is done. The old 26 land deck mulligan, 2 1-landers in a row. Welcome to Magic the Gathering. Please enjoy your stay. Oh gosh, and this hand doesn't have any blue in it. Well, fuck me, chat. I should have just kept the root crawler and believed. Should bottom 2 lands and hope to draw more on principle. Hey, at least we're not getting Valiant here. Glass half full. Please don't Redeem or Thalia me, opponent. That's true, Andrew. If I would have just kept my spells and hoped to draw lands, we'd have been pretty good here. We actually probably would have won this if we're not out of it yet completely, but we would have been ahead if I would have listened to you. Alright, if they don't have another way to make this more expensive, the Storm the Festival next turn could pull us back into this game, potentially. They could just easily have another Thalia, though. Okay. And then, obviously, we have to hit with this. Alright, chat, send this storm your energy. We mulligan to 5, and then they had a Thalia on curve. Hit me, dealer. Okay. Chat, the fact that it doesn't make 2 cats means it doesn't work for us. This could find us a Brutal Cathar Banisher Priest out of their deck, right? Or a Skyclave Apparition. I am dead on board to all of the cards in my hands. Let's try their deck. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna die to the Faceless Haven still. Sag. We're so close. So close. That's fine. Oh my god, I just submitted 62. In my head, there were 4 drink twices, so in my head, I cut 6 cards. It's fine. This is the big brain play, chat. We're going to win the game and prove that submitting 62 is correct. Thanks for the 22 months. Welcome back. It's only a misplay if you lose afterwards. Yeah, exactly. Red Cap, thanks for 11 months. Welcome back. Wonder how Seek works with split cards. I could choose either half for either one, I would assume, Andrew. Like a split sorcery instant card counts as bolt everywhere if it's a regular split card. They are not, Darth. Source here, drop a Chariot, swing low, cat Chariot, come along to carry me home. There's been a lot of attacking and blocking and not a lot of expressive iteration, so I'm pretty happy so far, Moonboots. I'm a pretty simple man, all things considered, chat. I just want to play a format where attacking and blocking is meaningful interaction. It's really not that. Oh my gosh, what a huge mistake. What a huge mistake. Should have obviously crewed this in response to the Death Touch. Maybe they just take 4 so it doesn't matter, but if they double block here, my sequencing is real bad. Thanks for the follow, Rich. They might just take 4 here. Yeah, okay, didn't matter. Much like accidentally submitting 62 cards, chat. It won't matter if we win the game. Look at this super castable Storm the Festivals. Nice 13 mana spell. That's a good shout, Andrew. It's also like a fine body to reanimate. From a get value standpoint, that sounds kind of hot. So we're gonna put a counter on their double striker here, I imagine. Really? Okay. All the way down to 8, chat. We're getting closer. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I have other groves to tend.
You see all these taxes, chat? This is how people become libertarians, okay? Thanks for the Prime support, or the 5 months, Sir Bobby. Appreciate it. Spellbinding is theft! So the 28 months guy. Meat Hook Massacre. I don't have one of those, but I wish I did. The good news, chat, is every time we cast this card, it takes a Storm the Festival that we would never be able to cast for mana in a million years out of our deck. Alright, let's play against something that's not mono white. That matchup's a little rough. A little rough. That's why, chat, we're on the Diamond 4 rank floor. Feels like home. That match kind of felt like a clinic in why Wrenn and Seven kind of fell off the face of the earth. Like, remember like week 1 of Standard and people were like, oh, Wrenn and Seven and Chariot are so busted. And then it just like kind of disappeared. Fading Hope and Mono White are definitely why. It is hilarious, yeah, just thoroughly outclassed. Clearly they're right, Chariot got nerfed for a reason, yeah. Dahlia proving once again why she's much better against green than blue. Yeah, no joke. Bottom Geist here. Technically a 2, 3, 4 curve for lucky. I'd kill my Rootcoil Creeper and make me sad that I don't have black mana, but I want to play this turn. I play a tapped land or a black source and just do nothing, it wouldn't be very good for me. They said we would get regular format updates, Blong. So what does regular mean to Wizards of the Coast remains to be seen. Their balancing philosophy article said regular. They hit my face? Didn't they say that with Pioneer? No. For what it's worth, they promised regular format updates for the very start of Pioneer, and then they delivered it. They explicitly started Pioneer with the intention of regular updates and then moved away from it on purpose.
Candle's gonna set your world on fire.
Burn, baby, burn.
You're lucky this is a warning shot.
I think we just Cadillac into Wrenn and Seven here. Yeah, definitely, Frank. I think there's a red aggro deck out there for that card. If there's not, we can incinerate some rank trying to find it. Well, they had stopped regularly balancing Pioneer before COVID happened, Swimmy Dude.
This is a fun idea.
I don't want to trade Chariot for the Play with Fire. I don't want to take a hit here, though, either, so I'm just going to go ahead and trade this here. Alright, so this game is over, right?
The will of the woods is made manifest.
Can't douse these flames.
The Pioneer and Historic simultaneous rollouts never made sense to you. Well, your memory isn't quite good. They definitely weren't simultaneously released. Pioneer definitely happened, or Historic was it Historic that happened first? It was Historic that happened first. Yeah, there were some number of months in between them.
Up to a simmer. Go ahead, bite me as hard as you can, because I'm real stubborn. So I'm a little hot-headed. So what?
Listen, chat. Twitter told me that anytime they nerf a card in Magic Arena, it's like soft banning it. So this card can't possibly be playable because it was banned. The Chariot crews off of the Rootcoil Creeper now. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Just when I was having a good time.
Side grades, chat. All about the side grades.
I prefer not to fight. but we also will not hold back. The entire forest is in awe.
We have not, Nuka. Okay, so -1 toughness doesn't really kill any of their stuff. Power word kill seems good. Key to the Archive is probably a little slow. We missed 4 damage with the Chariot there. Punted. Dusting is very much a good thing. I don't know. Dusting is one of those things that, much like every other gambling-based mechanic, is like, could be fine if you're capable of having impulse control, but it's definitely a thing that it pretends to be a good thing really well. Kingdom of Salt, thanks for the sub-gifties. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big, dusting is predatory in different ways. Dusting felt like exploiting myself in Hearthstone. Yeah, that's because that's what it is. Dusting is an abusive mechanic that disguises itself as something positive really well. And for people that haven't played other card games and aren't familiar with what dusting refers to the ability to destroy one of your cards to create 25% of another card of the same rarity. One of the things that frequently ends up happening in games with dusting is, people will be like, oh, I don't actually need this card, so they'll dust it, and then they'll realize 2 weeks later the format has changed, or they did actually want it, and they end up having to, like, spend, resources to get back the card that they already had. Yeah, especially with Arena stepping into a world where they can rebalance cards. Exactly that. Imagine you dust a card and then they rebalance it and make it better. So I'm all for requesting things that would improve the arena economy. The arena economy is very anti-consumer and predatory in a lot of ways, but dusting is also predatory and anti-consumer. Yes, dusting is a bad way to deal with the fact that booster packs suck, is an accurate summary. How can it be anti-consumer? You're literally consuming the cards. That's excellent. Oh, I think my RTX voice just completely cut my clapping there. Dan's emotes are excellent. Big agree. His emote artist is very talented. Just gonna chill with blockers here. Ooh, this technically ramps us towards Storm the Festival, right? Start killing them here. We might get burned out here, chat.
Symbiosis. Trees can fight their own battles.
You know what's great at dispelling darkness? A blazing inferno. Aw, you're looking a little singed.
Got him.
Fire must not escape.
Look at the little baby 3-3, chat. It's so cute. Who's that cute little face of Siphon? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Thanks for the follow, Angel's Wrath and Tanaka Bay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to everybody, by the way. If everybody's enjoying the Alchemy release here on Magic Arena, if you're like Angels or Tanaka and you're new to this channel, welcome. My name's Jeff Hoagland. I stream full-time here on Twitch in general. Magic the Gathering is a good chunk of the content I produce. So we also do some story-driven games, as well as some Pokemon Unite. Usually play pretty much all constructed here in Magic Arena. I'm super excited for Alchemy. A digital focus format is something I've been wanting for Magic for a long time. It's been great to play with some of these designs. You know, Magic's a game that's always had some of the best game designers in the world, and it's great to see them get to change their medium a little bit as they expand into the digital frontier. Usually play a lot of different constructed decks each day when we're here. Usually play each deck for 60 to 90 minutes, then we shift things up. This is our third Alchemy deck of the day. Mulligan this with no early plays. This is fine, right? We'll bottom like Siphon Insight in a land, have ramp spell land, Wrenn and Seven. I think Mirror led to the creation of Alchemy? Maybe. It's our nemesis, chat. The Hall Monitor. Alright, so we're gonna draw like Binding of the Old Gods or Chariot next turn into another land. I think what Rook Jackson just said is probably the case. Alchemy has likely been in the works for a long time, and Mirror was just a quick technical test. Alright, really need an untapped land next turn.
Looking a little singed.
But chat, cards that got nerfed are supposed to be soft banned, I was told. Why are they playing Goldspan Dragon? That's not fair. You can't just play cards that are still good after they've been nerfed. That's cheating.
Give a toast? I'd love to.
Town Razor is so good, chat. I think Town Razor is easily the most powerful direct-to-digital card we've seen so far. Pull our curve down. Bring in some cheap removal here. I hope they don't make us wait long to bring all the Mirror cards to Historic. At this point, Historic should not have a ban list. Historic should have a rebalance list. Everything on the Historic ban list should be rebalanced and made legal. The future is now. Gimme, 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 gimme. Yeah, there's a ton of ways you can fix 3-mana Teferi, chat. Ton of different ways to make 3-mana Teferi and Oko fine. No, Oko is fine, chat. Oko is like a small numbers change away from being fine. Actually just fine. Yeah, there's two really easy fixes for 3-mana Teferi. The first is you switch his +1 and his static text. You switch the abilities on those. The second is you just have him start with 3 loyalty instead of 4. These aren't complicated things. They're literally just small swaps or number changes. I think we have to say no blocks here to train into land. Nice. This is my 6/6. I think they should rebalance iconic cards like Ritual and Bolt too. Maybe? Yeah, probably. How would you balance Memory Lapse? You literally just make it like Aether Gust. You let the person who you're countering put the card in the bottom of their deck optionally. Say, hey, top or bottom, which do you want? Like, there's so many little things like this you can do with balancing things. They explicitly said they would not rebalance iconic cards. Sure. I think that's a mistake for what it's worth. I think, like, Brainstorm, for example, could totally be rebalanced. Our opponent does have 8 Lightning Bolts in their 57-card deck currently, yes. We're gonna Power Word kill this Cemetery Gatekeeper. Their deck does jiggle. You don't love that they're treating old popular cards with reverence that new cards don't get. I agree that I think that that's silly. But that's how Magic's always done it. That's why cards like Brainstormer are still legal. Yes, that's what Celis just said is exactly correct. Magic boomers will boom, boom, boom down the hallway. If they don't leave iconic cards as they are. Strictly due to people complaining. I think we just sack this. Oh gosh, chat, they're throwing away their Disciple to put more Lightning Bolts in their deck. Yikes. Alright, so we really need to draw a Wrenn and Seven or a Binding here for this Town Raiser. Magic's a really easy game. You should just always draw the cards you need.
They prepare for war.
Sorry, my wife and I have a small Discord server with our friends that are local in town, and Christy just posted a picture of a piece of furniture she wanted to get rid of and tagged everyone in the Pokemon Unite Discord server we have by mistake, saying, "Hey, does anybody want this?" Oopsie.
Power grows with time.
All right, so I definitely just want this as a blocker, right? The Nicolizer, thanks for the 10 months. Welcome back. What if we want it? You gotta come get it now, otherwise it's going on the curb. This is only land number 8. Okay, really glad we deployed a second flying blocker this turn. The lands come into play tapped for Wrenn and Seven. I have not gotten my COVID booster yet. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try and get in to get it one of the early days next week. We had the Pokemon Unite tournament last weekend that I couldn't be feeling sick for, and then I've got something this weekend as well. So I need the ability. Yeah, I need the ability to take a day off of work afterwards, and I haven't had a good time to do that. I feel like I'm just supposed to plus this turn.
Rich soil grows.
It's close. Like they technically have 5 attackers here, is what's giving me pause. I think they have like 12 bolts in their deck at the moment. Oh no. I mean, we must be dead here, right? It's the only reason they attack like this. Did they misclick? They must have misclicked, right? Had to have been a misclick. They must have just clicked through by mistake. No, I mean, I had 2 flyers. The reach on the token didn't matter. Do I want Tangletrap in my deck? Tangletrap might be good. Actually, Geist... I'm gonna cut these Wranglers for Geist because the flying blocker is valuable. Yeah, the 5 toughness butt is great. This and hope to draw a spell. Maybe I'm supposed to play this tapped on one, and then I could do this untapped, this untapped. Yeah, that's probably better sequencing.
Listen, pal, I'm with the Gatewatch, so you're looking a little singed.
Okay, Operation Draw a couple of lands is go.
This is a fun idea.
Okay, that's a card that lets us power word kill on curve here. And then we get to Binding the Chandra into Wrenn and Seven the following turn, hopefully. Yeah, really solid mull to 5 so far.
Next time, I'll wear more comfortable shoes. Don't think a fancy dress means I didn't come here to fight.
Yeah, I agree, Blong. That's basically exactly what this is gonna be. It's gonna mean we get another first week of Standard every set release. Like, we have the first week, and then we have, like, you know, 2 weeks to a month down the line whenever they drop it. We get another repeat of that kind of experience, which is awesome.
The trees are melting.
Come on, Chandra. Think of something good.
We are Cynicalizer, released today.
We will help you.
We are actually just the unluckiest. We're 3 for 3 on decks that have felt somewhat reasonable. This is probably the worst of the ones we've played, and it's felt okay so far. So, I think we're just supposed to Innkeeper into second Wrenn and Seven here, make a token.
Who needs a plan? Just improvise.
Yeah, we don't really need to get a ton of value out of these planeswalkers, right? We're just like, okay, make 6/6s, let's go. You get 3 packs just for logging in, Thump, and then you get 3 packs for joining the Alchemy event. FYI, FYI. Kill your Planeswalker. Thanks for the follow, Amsi. Fearsome Whelp is really, really good. The Dragons deck is my pick for favorite deck we've played so far. They are some thick trees, Chip. Yeah, if Whelp even triggers on like 2 dragons, it feels like insane value. Not to mention the games where just like hangs out and runs Ramshot over everything. Is Omnath busted? I think if anything, they probably over-nerfed Omnath. If you wanted a hot take. I think Omnath either needed to lose the draw or go up a mana. It probably didn't need to be both. Oh, you mean busted in terms of you can't add it to a deck to play it? Yeah, someone else mentioned an issue with that earlier. I've not tried it personally. There's a bug with card styles. Oh, that's awkward. Turn them off, add it, turn it on. Oh my god. Can so like as a software developer, I'm trying to think of what kind of spaghetti mess the code base is that allows a card style to impact format legality. Mom's spaghetti, knees weak, arms are heavy, there's vomit on the sweater already. But you keep on forgetting. It's enough spaghetti that they're moving the servers to Italy. Ooh, that's a good question. Are best of one only cards legal in Alchemy? Can I play Unsummon in this format? There's a couple other cards that are like kind of playable. They're legal in best of 3 Alchemy. Sweet. Cats versus dogs, chat. Tale as old as time. Meow. Yeah, we're still playing a second Chariot this turn. I can't afford to have day flip tonight, unfortunately. We don't have any blue mana. It definitely does feel less good. For sure. Demonic Tutor is not legal, but you can generate it with the key card spellbook. Key to the archives.
Humans and werewolves existed in.
What's going on, Brandon? Thanks for the 11 months. Welcome back.
It's been upset.
Cesar, thanks for the follow. All right, blue source or castable spell, please. Please, Wrenn and Seven would be perfect. How about a third uncastable spell? That's good. That's true. That card did technically make blue mana. A finger on the monkey paw may curl for that draw step. It is a standard format, Witch Doctor. The cards that are being rebalanced for Alchemy and being introduced for Alchemy are legal and historic, though. So think of Alchemy as the standard version of historic, essentially. It is a digital-only format. So the 22-month spread. Welcome back. And if you want to check out the list of cards that have been added directly to Alchemy as well as rebalances, I gave my thoughts on potential power level for all of them in this video here. Hey, thanks for the Prime Cell form. You have to use the rebalanced cards in Historic. You may not use the originals. The rebalanced cards are the same across all digital formats. Can we assume the same for Alchemy? I have no idea. I would assume the timeline on Alchemy cards is shorter than it is for paper cards, because it's basically just like the window for commissioning artwork is the one really big holdup, I imagine. Obviously, there's some programming complexity as well, but it's not nearly as like trying to... It can't be nearly as complex as coordinating printers and stuff. There is not a draft format for them, Brandon, but I have to imagine we're going to see a number of these cards in Arena Cube sometime soon. Alright, Doomblade, Chariot, Wrenn, solid curve here. They didn't level up Ranger class. That would imply post-combat we're going to get another threat here. Let's throw the follow fade. Or kill whatever their follow-up threat is. Use your life total as a bit of a resource here. One Cadillac, please. I think one of the takes that made me chuckle the most about Alchemy stuff is there's a group of people, chat, that find it deeply offensive to be called a boomer as a classification / category. And I'm like, man, these magic boomers are some real Karens, if you ask me. All right, so next turn, we get to go ahead and play Wrenn, make a token, copy the token. Back in my day, Magic cards had white borders.
manifest.
Back in my day, Magic cards were clearly formatted easy to understand, like Chains of Mephistopheles or Sylvan Library, you know? Yeah, exactly, Silas. Like, just people that haven't ever actually experienced anything bad before. That was not the Storm the Festivals I wanted for Christmas, chat. At the very least, at least it's a spell, so we don't flip tonight. I think we just run all of our friends into Arlen here, right? They either lose their thing or they lose a bunch of creatures.
Dawn approaches. I must go.
We can foster much growth.
Yeah, I agree, Hydra. That's could completely agree. So they can send everything at Wrenn here. They can hit me with a bunch of draw some cards here, but I have to imagine they want to clear my Planeswalker off the table like I wanted to clear theirs. If they send less than 3 things at Wrenn, Wrenn survives. If Wrenn survives, we're just going to down tick it, make another Tree Folk next turn, just be extra thick. I have to imagine Wrenn's about to go down here. Really? I guess I get to draw a bunch of cards with Tovolar. Tovolar. Chat, we had a play date for the boys the other day. One of their friends came over, and their friend brought over a stack of Pokemon cards in a rubber band, and it like kind of physically hurt me to see. It was like it took me back in a way, but it also hurt a little bit. Yeah, CGB's good people. Very, very sharp individual. He was not available to do commentary for our Hooglandia Open next weekend, which is a little sad, but hopefully we'll get him in for another one in the future. Jim Davis will be joining me on the 18th. We've not finalized who our third caster is going to be yet, though. They are unfortunately going to get to transform their wolves here, which probably means we're dead. Jim is excellent. Yeah, we're gonna have 3 casters again. Metafy is sponsoring our tournament again, as well as Cool Stuff Inc. and Untapped and Coalescence Apparel. So we've got funds to have our larger production staff again, which is exciting. It is fine for you to have preferences on other content creators, but chat, never shit on another content creator in my chat. It's a real quick way to get a 10-minute break. And depending on how rude you are, a permanent ban. Lieutenant Smash, thanks for the 7 months. I am waiting for a confirmation from someone who I've asked to be our third commentator that would be a new commentator that's not done Hoots before. I don't want to say who because I don't want to disappoint people if their schedule doesn't work out. I really hope it works out. People suggesting people like Cheon and LSV, the old school Magic pros don't really care for me, chat. I'm a new school Magic zoomer. Thanks for the 44 months, Trumpet. Ooh! Oh, I guess this doesn't start making 5/5s until it's dead, huh? That's awkward. Yeah, we drew a creature land. You love to see it. Oh, you can. It says you may also activate it while it's in your. Oh, that's great. Okay. Okay, I can't. This makes these things are 5 mana, right? Okay, good. We can do that next turn though. Thank you, chat, for fixing my brain. Yes, Chris Pratt is the person that I am in talks with. Chat nailed it. Oh, chat. God bless my wife, chat. She's keeping an eye out for Pokemon Go Collection Challenge Pokemon for me. And my phone's currently upstairs plugged in, so she's gonna catch the Sneasel while I'm streaming. Can they go wide and kill us here? We have 5 blockers right now. They have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attackers potentially. Kind of surprised to see the wolf tap as opposed to the cat, because the cats don't draw cards when they hit me. This only gives wolves plus X, right? Block. It is not Sean, although he's on my list of people I want to talk to if we can continue to have a larger budget with more sponsors. It would be sweet to get him in for an event. He is a true professional. Okay. Okay. It's unfortunate we don't have 10 mana yet. You could pay him an exposure. People die of exposure, chat.
We contain the will of the woods is made manifest.
Chat, Wrenn puts lands into play tapped. Just gonna make blockers. So, if they animate a land for a bunch, we block 3 of these, we take 2, we're taking 7 if they attack with everything. Wrenn does draw 5/5s with Hollowhenge Wrangler, is great. It also potentially draws a Storm the Festivals to flashback. Yeah, these two together are 2 great flavors that taste good together for sure. Went super wide. Artemis probably wants some Meat Hook Massacre, huh? If not in the main deck, definitely in the board.
We will help you find safe ground.
Okay, so we get to flip the dogs back over. Oh, they just flip right back again. Sedge. So we have 6 blockers to a lot of attackers. Oh, and they have 8 wolves that block. Are we dead? I think we're dead to the Tovolar text, right? They have, so they hit us with 7, 8, and then Tovolar pumps for 7. Yeah, I believe that's lethal if they attack with everything. They just put out too many block attackers in a turn. Yeah, the fact that we couldn't, the Tovolar is just like permanently flipped over was rough. Yeah, they might miss it. It involves using Tovolar's activated ability, which is like text people don't think about a lot of the time. Like, that's not lethal, right? It's a good draw, though. Might be dead here with these pumps, actually. Quick maths. I mean, 5 mana 5/5s, like, you're right, our lands are better than lands, but they're still not great. Yeah, this is just, what, 12, 14? Well, the Tovalar doesn't really matter. Yeah, good games, put it. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and be done with this one. This one definitely feels like it's a touch too clunky to be good. We've been live for almost 7 hours, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it an afternoon. We got in 2 decent decks to start here. Both werewolves and red-white dragons will be up on YouTube here shortly for people that are looking for those. Like the dragons deck is gonna be our daily deck digest tomorrow. So we're gonna be doing all alchemy as our focus for my magic content over the next few days. Actually, just straight through. I'm going to be streaming over the weekend too. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all the way until we get to the next open on the 18th. Signups for that are going to open tonight. So I'll have a sign up link to share in chat with that tomorrow as well. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Hope you enjoy the rest of your Thursday wherever you're at. Looking forward to bringing more alchemy here. Remember, by the way, too, if you enjoy my content and you want to support it a little bit while getting something back for yourselves, you can submit arena format decks for me to play here on stream, whether it's an exact 75 or 60 that you want me to build a sideboard for, or just an idea that you want me to build in its entirety. Options for how to do that are there on my website. I'll be back tomorrow morning, bright and early. We're going to do magic all day tomorrow for the entirety of the stream, so we'll start up with some alchemy at 8:30 Central, bright and early. Everybody, enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Peace, folks.